The circulatory system. Functions of the circulatory system. Have you ever looked at the road map of the United States? A complex network of highways and roads crisscrosses the country. This road network is important for transporting people and materials from place to place. In a small way, your circulatory system is important for transporting materials from one part of your body to another. Transportations, trucks, hold food, fuel, and other products from factories and farms to markets and businesses around the country. Your circulatory system is like a network of roads, and your blood cells are like the vehicles that travels on the roads. And your blood cells, blood carries food, water, oxygen, and other materials through your circulatory system to your body's cells and tissues. Elimination. Blood also carries away waste materials. Just like garbage trucks wash away trash. As blood travels through the circulatory system, it picks up carbon dioxide produced during cellular respiration. It also picks up waste produced by all the other chemical reactions that take place inside the cells. Circulatory system organs. Highway connect and intersect and provide routes for traffic. Figure 4 illustrates how your circulatory system is similar. It provides routes for blood to flow through the body. Just as every vehicle on the highway is powered by its engine, your heart powers the flood of blood through the circulatory system. The heart is always at work. The heart is a muscle and pushes blood through the circulatory system. As shown in figure 5, on average, a human heart beats 70 to 75 times per minute. Every minute of your life it slows, and when you sleep it speeds up. When you exercise or are you afraid or are frightened. Look again at figure 4. Notice that your heart has 4 chambers, 2 upper and 2 lower. Blood enters the upper 2 chambers of the heart called atria, single atrium. Blood leaves through the lower 2 chambers of the heart called ventricles. Blood vessels. Your circulatory system is a network of roads from your body. Then the different blood vessels are like different kinds of roads. Blood travels through the blood vessels and reaches every cell in your body. Arteries, as shown in figure 6, a vessel that takes blood away from the heart is an artery. Blood pressure in arteries is high because arteries are near the plumbing action of the heart. Artery walls are thick and can withstand the high pressure of flowing blood. The aorta is the largest artery. It carries a large volume of blood. Just like freeways carry a high volume of traffic, arteries branch into smaller vessels called arterioles. Capillaries. Notice in figure 6 that arterioles branch into capillaries, tiny blood vessels that deliver supplies to individual cells and take away waste materials. Capillaries are the smallest blood vessels in the circulatory system. Make the capillary walls are only 1 cell thick. This makes it possible for molecules of oxygen, food, water, waste, and other materials to move between blood and body cells. Veins. A vessel that brings blood towards the heart is a vein. The pressure in veins is lower than arteries. This is because capillaries separate veins from the plumbing action of the heart. Because there is less pressure in the veins, there is a greater chance that blood could flow backward. Veins have one-way valves that prevent blood from moving backward and keeps it moving towards the heart. Capillaries join and form larger vessels called venules. Venules join and form veins. The inferior vena cava is the largest vein. It carries blood from the lower half of your body to the heart. Types of circulation. Your circulation system is one large system that circulates blood throughout your entire body. However, when scientists and medical professionals discuss the circulatory system, they name 3 different types of circulation. One type supplies blood to the body. A second type supplies blood to the heart. A third type carries blood to and from the lungs. Systemic circulation. Blood leaves your heart through the aorta and it travels through your arms, your toes, your head, and all other parts of your body. As shown by the orange vessels in Figure 7, the systemic circulation is the network of vessels that carry blood from the heart to the body and from the body back to the heart. Coronary circulation. You might think that cells of the heart get oxygen and nutrients from the blood. That is a sick organ made up of many layers of cells. As a result, most heart cells don't come into contact with the blood inside the heart. A network of arteries and veins called coronary circulation and supplies blood to all the cells of the heart. Some of these vessels are on the outside of the heart. As shown in Figure 7, pulmonary circulation. The purple part of the circulation shown in Figure 7 illustrations how blood moves back and forth between the heart and the lungs. The network of the vessels that carry blood from the lungs is called pulmonary circulation. Pulmonary circulation carries oxygen. Poor blood is the heart to the lungs. It also carries oxygen-rich blood from the lungs back to the heart. Blood that enters the heart from the lungs is then pushed to the rest of the body. Circulatory system heals. Good health depends on a healthy circulatory system. Your heart muscle must be strong enough to push blood through all the blood vessels in your body. Your blood vessels must be flexible so that volume or blood flowing through them can change. The valves in your heart and the veins must work properly to keep the blood from flowing into the wrong direction. Circulatory disease are illnesses that occur when some parts of the circulatory system stop working properly. About 1/3 of adults in the United States have some form of circulatory disease. Nearly 2,400 people die from it every day. Hypertension. When the ventricles of the heart contract, they push blood into the arteries. When this happens, the arteries bulge a little. The bulging of an artery is what you feel when you check your pulse. The bulge happens because blood presses against the sides of the artery. The pressure is called blood pressure. Have you ever had your blood pressure measured? Normal blood pressure is considered to be 220 millimeters of mercury or less during the contraction of the ventricles. It is 80 millimeters of mercury or less after that contraction. Normal blood pressures can be written as 120 out of 80 millimeters of mercury. Blood pressure higher than 140 out of 90 millimeters of mercury is known as hypertension or high blood pressure. Hypertension can lead to weakened and less flexible artery walls, sclerosis. The buildup of fatty material within the walls of arteries is called atherosclerosis. Fat deposits can interfere with the artery's blood flow, and if a deposit breaks loose, it can flow into and block a narrower artery. A blockage in the heart can cause a heart attack. A blockage in a blood vessel in the brain can cause a stroke. Heart attacks, strokes, and heart failure. A heart attack happens when part of the heart muscle dies or is damaged. A heart attack is usually caused when not enough oxygen reaches cells in the heart. Most heart attacks occur when a coronary vessel is blocked, as shown in Figure 8. A stroke happens when a part of the brain dies or is damaged. Most strokes are caused when not enough oxygen reaches cells in the brain. A stroke might occur if a blood clot blocks a blood vessel in the brain, also shown in Figure 8. Heart failure occurs when the heart is not working efficiently. It can result from a previous heart attack, a problem with heart valves, or diseases that damage the heart. Preventing circulatory system diseases. Some risk factors of circulatory system diseases cannot be avoided. For example, one of your parents have circulatory disease. You might have inherited inherited a slightly higher risk of developing a similar disease. However, the risk factors can be controlled by making good life choices, like eating high-fold diet, controlling weight, exercising, and not smoking. The circulatory system and homeostasis. The circulatory system is closely connected with other body systems. Once oxygen enters your body, the respiratory system interacts with the circulatory system and transports oxygen to your body's cell. It also transports nutrients from the digestive system and hormones from the endocrine system. The nervous system regulates your heartbeat. Later in this chapter, you'll read how the circulatory and skeletal systems work together.